Okay. Okay, I'm psyched. I'm good. Let's do this. Hey everybody, Dragon King Mark here, and welcome to part 33 of Let's Play Hollow Knight. Last we left off, we attempted to try to take on the Grey Mourner's quest, and honestly, it did not end well. Huh. You know, she usually would say, why? Whenever you were to lose the flower. I guess that changed with Godmaster. Okay, first off, why is there a dream gate over there? Simple. This is to help out with backtracking. I found that out yesterday that I can save me a crap ton of minutes if I actually were to, you know, do this. If I were to basically, sorry. I saved me a few minutes if I were to place a dream gate down. The reason being, it saves me a lot of time. So, before I came back to start the stream, I actually went and, well, first, I looked up a freaking video about how to do this. Second, I tested out the theory on how to do it. For the most part, I think I got it down. I got it down to a science. Just that last room is going to be the hard part because honestly that's the one room that everyone loses it at. I should know I got my butt handed to me by the spike. So yeah, I spent the last few minutes just going through the route, just what I needed to do. I think I got it. So yeah, there's that. I did get hit by the exploding enemies and once by the thorns at the end. So, it's that. Sprint Master and Dash Master are the two greatest charms you're gonna need for this part. I thought Shadow, Sharp Shadow would actually work. It kinda did. Well, it did not really. Sprint Master is go-to for this. Once we take care of the Delicate Flower, that's it. We only have to take down Nightmare King Grim and finally the Hollow Knight again. So yeah, there's that. So what have I been doing? Well, not really much. Watching videos, playing games. Path of Exile yesterday, I managed to actually get pretty far. I defeated Innocence, the God Emperor of Man. I defeated Utula, the Kitava cultist. Son of a! I forgot! Oh, I forgot about that. I'm so sorry. I forgot. So yeah. I was playing playing Path of Exile yesterday. Also, Destiny 2 for the Revelry. I am very glad that Ava Levante's back. Or as I guess we all affectionately call her, Granny. I'm glad she's back. I wish she'd be a permanent state in the tower. That we can, you know, exchange all of our... I guess you would call it all of our shaders into like permanent ones, like what we had back in the original game. But we could basically, you know, change it up like, you know, we could change it up like we can like apply it to like one thing instead of like all of it, like in the first game. That'd be nice. I really wish we could go do that again. That'd just be good. So yeah, not really a whole lot's happened to me. I've been trying to get my friend to continue on playing Fate Go. Well, he's got to America, but he hasn't really been paying attention. I told him to do it because the CCC event's coming out on the 23rd. I do not want to miss that. I don't want him to miss it. But to do that, he has to beat Solomon. But that's kind of one thing I really didn't really like. I mean, one thing I liked is that a lot of the fans were a bit miffed about Mash coming back from the dead after her sacrifice. Like, they were not happy. To To be blunt, her sacrifice would have been a lot more interesting if she stayed dead instead of Foe, revealed to be primate murder, actually reviving her. You know what I mean? I know this is technically spoiler territory, but the Japanese have known this for a long time now. A lot of people would have thought it would have been better if Foe didn't revive her. It would have had Ritsuka realize that, like, with part 2 having to deal with survival, it would have made him realize that morality, good and evil, doesn't matter in survival cases. Like, you're gonna have to do some horrible things, like destroying timelines. That's another thing I don't get it. I mean, the fact that the alien god can literally revive dead timelines that have been pruned just to fulfill its power, I'm like, what the hell even is it? To me, personally, I thought it would have been a bit different if instead of timelines that have been pruned, it were timelines that still existed. You know? Like, we'd be destroying timelines on the brink of pruning, I know, but would have been fairly more interesting. Ah! I hate that thing so much. Why did I dash? I know what I just did. I didn't mean to do that. Well, we need Soul. Now we're gonna have to kill all those people again. Okay, I don't understand. I did this a few minutes ago. I could do this a few minutes ago and I'm losing like this. What the hell is going on with me? I'm losing my touch. I don't get it either. I don't know what the hell's going on with me. But really, I personally feel that they're kind of right. Really, Ritsuka is the bland anime protagonist. He's basically oatmeal. He's basically regular oatmeal. I prefer cinnamon and brown sugar myself, but that's not the point. Really, Ritsuka is just a self-insert character. However, many fans would have liked it if Ritsuka actually started, you know, crack. You know? Like, they're good at hiding their trauma. But I really want them to explore, I really wanted Fako to explore the ramifications of not just the trauma, but also the fact that the Mages Association's after them for what they did. They have no idea what the hell happened. And that's what scares them. They don't know what happened, and no one will probably believe that one master who was literally just a nobody managed to take on the manifestation of the original sin. The sin of pity, I guess. Sin of pity. And who also is actually revealed to be the reason why the Mages Association's laws are what they are. Their obsession with keeping their magic circuits and stuff. Everything that the Mages Association believes in was all instilled by Dedia. They're scared, and he's basically the kind of person that would love servants, even those that would be irredeemable, like monsters, like Gorgon. And yet they care about them. They show empathy, mercy. Maybe it's because the Mages Association has no concept of empathy, which actually is true when you think about it. And I'm not just saying. Okay, honestly, I was scared there for a minute. Not taking that risk. But yeah, the mages. But yeah, the clock tower match I don't really understand. The clock mages don't really understand. The clock tower mages don't really understand most concepts of, I guess, humanity, because most of them are just, you know, shut-ins for most of their freaking lives. Making sure. I am so not taking that risk, okay? But really, it kind of shows that Ritsuka, he loves everyone. That's not exactly a normal thing most people would have. They would hate certain servants, and yet Ritsuka trusts a lot of servants that normal people would never trust. And there's a popular fan theory going around that Ritsuka is actually a alternate version of B7. And the theory goes that since MASH was still alive, Ritsuka probably will never understand what it means to lose people, like, understand what love is, like... Whoa! Like, they'll never understand it because MASH is still alive. Yes, they lost Roman, but they didn't lose MASH, the one thing that cared about them. MASH was basically a linchpin. Lose MASH, and they're gonna start to realize that the concept of good and evil doesn't matter in surviving. And really, Ritsuka is kind of scary. He loves they love everyone, but normal people would never love everyone. Like, most people would hate. And Ritsuka's magic ability is involving a style of magecraft that is useless in all other accounts, but in a Holy Grail war, it's basically very powerful. Here's the thing though. Really, Ritsuka understanding that morals doesn't really matter would basically start to paint Ritsuka in a much darker light. It would start making him do things that they would normally never do. Why am I using he? Because, well, the Ritsuka that is... Oh god. I forgot about that. I didn't see it. Sorry. But yeah. Literally, Ritsuka's kind of scary because... Well, honestly... honestly, I'm just a little bit worried. Like, if MASH were to have died, Ritsuka would realize that morality isn't really relevant when it comes to survival, and he starts to do a lot of dark things, including and not really limited to That's how you were supposed to do it. I keep choking up at the end. Game! But honestly, that's what's kind of terrifying, is that if Ritsuka ever learned that that love and hate go hand in hand, and if he were to try to apply it in a dark way, then he would try to find a way to restore his friends, those he loved, by basically destroying all other timelines. And if you've seen Voltron Legendary Defender, you're gonna realize it's a bad idea. I mean, honestly though, getting rid of the root would have probably been a godsend, because that thing is constraining. I see it less as the repository of knowledge and more of a brand, like the Dark Sign, placed by Gwen. It makes sense when you think about it. It's basically constraining human possibilities. Everything, the universe is constantly expanding and growing. It's not stagnant. You know? Stephen Hawking's believed that. And honestly, I believe him. Like, honestly, yeah, like, the universe is always expanding, never changing. It actually made me think, like, What would happen if Stephen Hawking was in the Fate universe? Like, what would that have been? I mean, I could see him as a caster, yeah, or a ruler. But with his knowledge of parallel different universes, could he have figured out what was going on? Unless Zelrich is actually Stephen Hawking's in the Fate universe. Which, considering his power, I wouldn't exactly put that behind him. I mean, that's one distinct possibility. But I don't know. I already made my 2 cents on the Fate universe. It's convoluted as hell, and I gotta say, Extella Link, I never tried it out, but from what I've been hearing, it is short. It doesn't really bring much to the table. It doesn't expand on the characters as Extra did, or CCC. Really, Nasu really screwed the pooch with Last Encore. I'm just gonna say this now. He screwed the pooch with it. He tried to make it the vague style of writing in Shaft with their Monogatari series, since they're more, I guess, common with it. I personally feel that they could have done a lot better with it. Just making a note. Why am I killing these guys? Simple, I am not taking the risks. But yeah, honestly, like, Last Encore was a bit of a clusterfuck, but it made sense. It was basically an alternate telling of Extra, but from one of a nail. That's basically like showcasing what would happen if an event happened. Like, with Last Encore, it's basically if Hakuno, or Hakunan, the female Hakuno, as people like to call her, if she and Saber lost the Grail War against twice. And it shows it got horrifying. I hate those mushroom spewing things. I hate them so much. And they respawn too. But, okay, was the concept pretty good? Admittedly, yes. But, I don't know, I feel that really, they could have done a lot more if they had more episodes to go through with it. And, although I will hate to admit it, adding Week 4 would have been good, even though Week 4 includes Tamamo. It would have been, at the very least, her debut. The only thing we got was a sticker. And for Tamamo fans, like myself, that was just heartbreaking. Personally, I would have thought, I think they should have made it more than just 13 episodes. It would have made a lot more sense that way. Because the last 3 episodes were basically a freaking movie. I mean, I get it. I mean, honestly, they had production issues, but honestly, they could have done a lot better. Maybe that's just me. Oh my god. Ah. I am so sorry, guys. I suck, okay? Just stay calm. You can get through this. I am getting this quest done. But honestly, I really felt that Extra is never gonna get that one adaptation that gets it right. Except for Foxtail, okay? The Foxtail manga is basically the Tamamo route we really need. I mean, introduced to Suzuka Gozen, who's going to be in the CCC event, and I gotta say, nice. But honestly... I forgot about them. My bad. But honestly, it sucks we're never going to get that one adaptation that just gets it all right, you know? I want an adaptation to Fate Extra that is faithful to the series. The story is straightforward. How the frick could you... I really feel that while I agree that Nasu writes some really good stuff, Nasu has got to at least let someone else... Like, the story was straightforward. How the hell could you at least screw that up? Trying to make it vague and interesting and convoluted and over-explain it. Okay, it works in some cases, not all the time. Honestly, someone really needs to just tell Nasu, dude, quit over-explaining everything. Hang on. Okay, I think she's calmed down. Really trying to over-explain everything and not explain the more important aspects is confusing. Like, what does the root do? Why does everyone and their mama in the Mages Association want to get it? Can it be even used? And the people who have seen the root, can they actually even use it, or is it even worth a viable risk? Oh, come on! Hang on. I apologize. Hang on. Sorry, just making sure that the broadcast was still going. I apologize, my dad came back with groceries. So yeah. Really over-explaining things that don't need to be over-explained. Like, just give us the basic details and then just, you know, we'll let us think to ourselves unless you can, you know, explain everything. Okay. Making it overcomplicated, kinda bullcrap. Just saying it in a phrase that makes sense, like streamline it. Okay, I can make that. That makes sense. But being vague on the more important matters, that's not good storytelling. That's just being generally vague as hell. Making good note on that. I mean, I get it. Nasu, your way of storytelling is good as a visual novel. Trying to condense that all into an anime? Okay, honestly, not good. I mean, certain things work, but honestly, not everything does. So, I don't know. I really feel trying to explain what needs to be explained is good. Trying to explain what we don't need explained, not good. But seriously though, the root. Why is it so important? Most of the stuff that we don't even know about it is that fact that literally you have to learn it from looking up the wiki. And honestly, it makes zero sense when you go with like headcanons, because headcanons sometimes make a lot of sense. Like, my headcanon for Tamamulama's backstory, and if she didn't poison Emperor Toba, who did, I want to say that Toba literally had tuberculosis or something, and he wasn't sick because of Tamamo, it was because of that. But Abe no Seme, due to his mommy issues, because his mom was a fox, and seeing Tamamo basically, you know, being a fox, a kitsune, well, technically a jackal, but back at that time they didn't really know the difference. They literally were like, he thought that it was her, and due to he thought she was the reason why for the poisoning, and decided to oust her. Or maybe the poisoning was done by Toba's wives, who literally poisoned her because they were jealous of Tamamo getting all the praise and love from their husband, and they decided to poison him to get rid of her. You know? It makes sense in context. Yes! Ah, finally we got this done. Here sleeps the traitor's child. Ah, I knew Tamamo talking about her would get me through this. I knew. We don't need this anymore. Or this. Let's go with... I don't really know. Unbreakable Heart would be good. And maybe... Oh, no, wait. Where is it? Quick Flash. And, Gathering Swarm. Ah, we finally did it! Me? Lemur, you have done this thing. Is it possible? This world's cruelty. I thought it overwhelming. But Lemur, such great compassion, that Che's love would know her partner's heart even aeon past. Is it that, Lemur, such grief can end? Chi can end? Ul. And I, dear love, Che too can end. Solace. And with this, the final mask. Masked. That's it. We got him. But one last little thing I want to show you guys. But now that we can actually access the transit relays now, well, now that we can actually go through the regular ways now, I want to show you guys a little something. Oh, they respawned. Now that we got that, there's something I want to show you guys. I mean, you know, it's after this. Let's go all the way over here to Dirtmouth. Now that we got the Delicate Flower completed, there's actually something I want to show you guys because, well, honestly, you can actually get another one. Only this one doesn't actually have to use the, you can actually, you know, save and quit and go all the way back to the beginning. I'm pretty sure with Godmaster that actually alleviates the problem for it. Let's just restock. Mix this that. So why are we going back to the Queen's Gardens? Well, if you go back to the grave, you'll actually find some useful stuff there. Hi, Rock. Rock, what are you doing? I'm at the very least 95% sure we can still do this trick. And as you can see, inspect. Check it. We get a delicate flower from here. Now watch. Hang on, Rock. I'll get you up. At least we got rid of the hardest quest in the freaking game. Now, if I remember correctly, I think the delicate flower should still be intact. Should it be? Let me check. Whoops. Yeah, it's intact. Taken from the Queen's Garden. It glows faintly with pale light. The flower is very fragile and will be destroyed if you take damage or ride the stagways. It doesn't mean... It never says anything about the tramps. But we're not going to go to the tramps. Watch. What's that you have there? Ah, what a beautiful flower. I'd never have guessed by looking, but you have a surprisingly good taste in flora. Why are you carrying around such an exquisite bloom? Wait, you didn't. Ah, this flower is it a gift? For me? Are you really giving me something so precious? Yeah. Here.
Whoa.
Ah, I can really have it? My, I barely know what to say except thank you. I'd resign myself to selflessly giving out advice to passers-by without receiving any gratitude in return. Little did I know, one young bug was taking my words to heart and would repay my kindness. It was such a beautiful gift. Ah, suddenly the world seems a little less faded. Thank you, my friend. I will take care of this flower while you're gone, so we can enjoy it together when you return. See? You can give the delicate flowers to this guy. You can also give it to some other people too. But... that noisy old lift. Where does it go? Up to the old mine they carved into the peak, I suppose. Have you been up there? Is it true that crystals grow everywhere you step? A villager brought some of those crystals back to the village once. I don't quite understand the allure myself. You can't eat them, and they don't make very good pillows. They hardly seem worth all the trouble to me. Huh. But, yeah. Zote's still going. But, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna call it for you today. We did good. We got the final mask fragment and got the final mask. We gave Solace to the Grey Mourner. We even gave the Elder Bug a little flower. I think we did good. So, what's next on the agenda? Well, now that we actually have the Void Heart now, we can go on ahead and challenge the Hollow Knight again to get the other two endings. So, will I do that? Probably. I'll get the second ending, and then maybe I'll challenge Grey Prince Zote again. We still gotta kill Nightmare King Grim. Actually, you know what? Next time on Let's Play Hollow Knight, we're gonna take on Nightmare King Grim. This might sound suicidal for me, but honestly, this might work. Now that we got 9 mask shards, we might be able to pull it off. Will it work? I have my doubts. But let's see where it goes. I'm Dragon King Mark, and leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified because YouTube's algorithms really aren't that well, and sometimes you might not be able to see my videos even if you subscribe to me. The algorithms don't ask. And even though this is a Let's Play, people still like watching this, so I'll keep doing it. And check out my Twitter if you guys want for any updates on, videos, or if you just want to, see me chat. See what I like, don't ask. I like a lot of things. And I'll see you guys next time. Laters.